"Sergeant," I replied, barely holding back a grin. "I'm bringing in these two for trespassing and harassment." Miller looked from Karen, who now looked like she wanted to sink into the wallpaper, to Dale, who had taken a sudden interest in the floor tiles. "Harassment and trespassing," Miller repeated, trying not to laugh. "On who?" "On me," I said simply. "At my house." The room erupted. Even the stone-faced dispatcher cracked a smile. I raised a hand to restore order. All right, I said. "Let's get this sorted. Sergeant, take their statements. I'll fill you in later." With Karen and Dale in custody, I retreated to my office. It was modest but decent, with a view of the town square. I sank into my chair and took a deep breath. Something told me Harmony Glade was going to be interesting. An hour later, Miller knocked. "Chief," he said, stepping inside. "Got their statements. You'll want to read these." I skimmed the files. Karen's was an incoherent tirade about neighborhood values and lawn aesthetics. Dale's was surprisingly well written, but completely misguided. Something about defending the town from outsiders. "What do you think?" I asked. "What should we do?" Miller stroked his mustache. "Well, Chief, technically they broke the law. Trespassing's still trespassing, and harassment's still harassment, but they clearly didn't know who they were dealing with." "Doesn't excuse it," I replied. "We can't just let this slide. It sets a bad precedent." "I agree," Miller said, then with a sly smile, "Maybe hit him with a hefty fine and a little community service." I chuckled. "I like your style, Sergeant." And that's exactly what we did. The judge, who, as it happened, was an old friend, threw the book at them. A fat fine and 100 hours of community service, cleaning up litter along the Harmony Glade highway. To top it off, he added a flourish. Neon orange vests that read, "I trespassed and harassed." Word spread like wildfire. People couldn't stop talking about it. At the diner, the grocery store, even at town meetings. Suddenly, I was the guy who stood up to Karen, and people loved it. Strangers stopped me in the street to shake my hand. Even the mayor called me in. "Miles," he said, "you've been here a few